Hello everyone! So in this video, we will learn on how to compute complex number using calculator 570EX Classwiz. First, we need to set our calculator in complex mode. So in order to do that, click button menu here and then choose option number 2, which is complex. Make sure after you do this, at the top of your calculator, we have sign small I here for imaginary. After that, we can also set our calculator in radian mode as we can find our argument in radian. So click shift and then menu, choose number 2 for angle unit. After that, choose number 2 for radian mode. Make sure after you do this, at the top of your calculator, we have capital R stand for radian. Now, we can explore more for complex mode. Directly, press the option button and then from there, we can see all of the options for complex mode. So option number 1, we can find the argument for complex number or our angle, or we call it as theta. So I click number 1. So argument of, we just compute our complex number here. Let's say I choose 1 plus 3 and then for I, you just press our engineering button here and then we have small I there. Close bracket and then press equal. From there, we know that our argument in this case would be pi over 3 in radian mode. Let's say I change into negative of 1 plus 3i. From here, we can get our argument will be 2 pi over 3 as this lies on second quadrant. Second option for complex number would be on how to find conjugate. So just press AC button and then repress our option button here. So option number 2 would be conjugate. So conjugate of, let's say I put I, close bracket, and then from here we get negative I for our conjugate. Let's say I put 2 minus 3i as our complex number. The conjugate of it would be 2 plus 3i. Next option, we can find the real part and the imaginary part of our complex number. So I choose number 3 to find the real part. Let's say I compute back our complex number just now, 2 plus 3i. From here, our calculator will state that the real part of it will be 2. The same process we can find for imaginary part. Click button option, choose number 4 and then press your complex number. And then from here, our calculator will state our imaginary part will be 3. Another option in our calculator for complex mode would be just press down button here on how to find R, which is our modulus value, and theta, which is our argument value at one go. So I choose number 1. At the front, we put our complex number. For example, let's say I put 3 plus 3i as my complex number and then press equal. From here, straight away we will get that our R or our modulus value will be 2 3 and then our argument or our theta will be pi over 6. We can also find the other way around, which is from our R and our argument, define our Cartesian form of complex number. So I press our option button here, press down and then choose option number 2 here, A plus BI. So at the front, we put our modulus value. I put 2 plus 3 here and then press shift button and engineering button so that we have a sign like this here. After that, we press our argument value. So let's say I put pi over 6 in our calculator and then press equal. From here, we will know that our Cartesian form based on those values will be 3 plus 3i. Last option, we can also rationalize our complex number using this calculator. For example, let's say I put 3i over 2 minus 5i as our complex number. Manually, if we want to rationalize this, we have to multiply by conjugate. But using this calculator, just directly input our complex number and press button equal. From here, we know that the rationalized version would be negative 15 over 29 plus 6 over 29i.